I'm Creative Director Kim Kesty, and I'm super excited to be presenting the Fun Stamper's Journey Stamp of the Month for October. This one is kind of a nod to Christmas. It's going to get you started off on your holiday cards. Let's take a look at this month's stamp set. It is called Joyous Bird, and again, it's so darling. It's got, kind of the Christmas theme, but I definitely think this little bird would be darling for cards any time of the year. It's 11 stamps. It's got 2 really cute backgrounds. Of course, some branches here for the bird. A really great snowflake. I'm going to show you a few projects using that guy. Oh my gosh, there's so many different ways you can use this card. This stamp set, I just love it. So we've got our fully indexed red rubber stamp set, of course, made in the USA. I'm going to kind of just peel it off of the backing to show you here. So again, here's the indexing side, and as we peel the stamp apart, you can see the really pretty red rubber that it's made of. So you're going to get great impressions every time with this guy. Absolutely love it. Okay, so Joyous Bird. I've got my little bird out. Might as well take a couple branches out too. I just want to stamp the bird first of all, just in good old black ink, just to show you what a pretty impression it makes. I'm going to grab one of my clear blocks here. So the bird has kind of a folky flair. I love that about it. And again, because the actual motif on the bird is not necessarily Christmassy, you can definitely use it right into the spring and for different seasons. But look how pretty she is. I'm calling her a she because she looks kind of feminine. Isn't that nice? I love it. So crisp and clear. So this is absolutely stunning. The actual first card I'm going to show you is just using this bird as is, just stamped in black. You could do a little bit of, fussy cutting to trim her out. But I'm going to bring in one of our embossing folders. I'm also going to grab just another plain piece of our whipped cream cardstock. So let me kind of show you this technique for the background for this bird. Because again, I think she's so pretty just stamped out like that. Let me grab my little Platinum 6 here and run this through. Hopefully you'll be able to see the embossing on this white panel. I think we'll be able to get it. So the sandwich for the embossing folder is just you go straight on the platform, rubber mat, and 1 cutting plate. Super easy. Cut that guy through. Set this to the side. Okay, so this is our diamond net embossing folder, and this is one of my favorites because it has it shows up really pretty 2 ways. So this is what I kind of call the debossed side. It's the side I'm going to play with right now. So you can see that the diamonds show up really crisp and clear. But then when you fold it over, you've got the embossed side. So those diamonds all pop out. Super gorgeous too. So absolutely could use either side of this folder, and it turns out equally stunning. But I'm going to add a little bit of texture to this embossed side right now. So I'm grabbing a clear block, and I'm getting one of our new products that we just launched this summer. We have had Color Splash in the past, but this is the first time we've done a pearl finish in our Color Splash. So this is our lovely blue color, and it's got some really nice pearl metallic at the bottom. You can see that it's kind of puddled at the bottom, so you certainly want to shake this guy and make sure all that pearly stuff gets all mixed in. Ooh, hopefully it's not making you dizzy. Okay, so once we have the pearl in, you can, of course, spritz it. This is just a spritz handle, really fine mist. You could put, any kind of mist on your paper, but this time I'm going to just kind of open it, and I just want to put some of that splash on my clear block here, because I want a real watery effect for this technique. So I've got a little bit on there, and then I'm going to grab one of our misters, and this just has water in it. I'm not going to put a ton of water. I'm just going to kind of mist a little bit of water on there. And now, like I said, I'm going to put my debossed side down, and I'm just going to kind of dip it in there. Now this is regular cardstock, so it's not our watercolor paper. If you use our watercolor paper, it would also be stunning because you would have a lot more, it would hold a lot more liquid. But I wanted this really soft and pretty, so I love how that looks. See how it's got just kind of the real watercolory effect. And it's not dry yet. I have another piece that's dry where you can see the pearl finished a little bit more. It's kind of soaked in here. Let me swap out my dry panel. You can see that every time you do it, it comes out a little bit different. I actually like this one. I think had a little bit less splash on there, so it shows the diamonds a little bit better. But of course, this will dry. It'll be a little bit lighter when it dries. Just set that one aside. But love how this looks. So if I hold it at an angle, I don't know if the camera can quite catch it. Oh, yeah, I think so. There we go. Boy, Rye is fantastic with that camera back there. So see the pretty pearl finish on there? Love it. Okay, so one more thing I wanted to add to this before I show you the finished card. This is another product that's really fun. This is our black licorice silk. So this comes in a fun little dispenser, almost like a little nail polish. And I'm also going to shake it up because it's got some metallic on there. But I love using the black licorice. It's just kind of that really pretty subtle ink splatter that makes every card just pop a little bit more, especially cards that have the whipped cream background. Open this one, and so you can see that it's got the nail polish. And then you just kind of tap it, and you just get a few little black splatters on there. I don't want tons. And often when I'm splattering, I'll kind of go at an angle across my card, so it kind of draws your eye across the card like that. So I've got this trimmed down to fit on a card base. And then I'm just going to add one of our blue card bases. This time it's Denim Days. And I'll show you my finished card. Again, with that darling, darling stamped dove on there. And here it is. So I used the Christmas Blessing greeting that's, of course, from the stamp set. And then I also put a little bit of our washi tape, sparkle washi tape under there, just for another little glitter look on there. But I love how the dove just really just shines just in the black and white stamp. I mean, how easy is that? You don't have to color her. You don't have to add anything else, and it's absolutely gorgeous. So love that one. Quick and easy. The only thing you have to wait is for that embossed piece to dry. So super easy. Okay, so now I want to get into some embossed cards. Now I thought this set was absolutely perfect for any kind of embossing. So I went ahead and grabbed a piece of, well, actually, let me show you my my gold card first. I kind of did this in a silver and a gold motif. So let's start with the gold. Now this card's already finished, but I'm going to kind of walk you through what I did because the embossing part's really easy. I took our little branches right here, and then I took the one background set. I was kind of telling you about these stamps earlier. So this set is almost like little snowflakes. So cute. It's got all the little dots on it like snow or falling snowflakes. So I just went ahead and stamped that on my black cardstock, just boom, 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 all over the background, and then added, of course, some stamps of our two branches. And then I embossed this with white powder. I thought, this is pretty basic. You guys have got this under control with the white powder. I'm going to kind of step it up a notch for the next card. But I also did want to share with this really pretty circle back here. It's kind of a scallop circle. It's from Spellbinders, and it's called the Fancy Edge Circle. You can see down here. So this is a great set. So this has got all these four different sizes of scallop circles, plus the in-between die that cuts the little stitched edge. So I thought it was so sweet and fun. I cut this out of our brushed gold paper. And again, just left the dove, just good old black ink on white paper. And she is just stunning. I did put a little gold embossing here. And I used one of my favorite embellishments, fashion gold, for some of the little dots in the background. So I thought she was so pretty, just with the black and the gold, very dramatic, very different look and feel from our first card, but equally pretty, I thought. So then now I want to share how I stepped it up just a little bit for my next version. It's almost the same exact look of this card, but this time I'm going to bring in some inking for the background. This is one of our Fusion ink sponges, and they normally come in a full circle. I've already cut this in half, and I'm actually going to cut it again. Cut it into quarters because, you know, us crafters like to get lots of mileage out of our tools. So I'm grabbing two colors of ink. This is Pool Play cardstock. So I'm also grabbing Pool Play ink, and I've got a little bit darker blue called Beach Breeze. So let me start with a Pool Play. I'm not necessarily going to do this whole background, but I'm going to kind of show you how I get started. So I'm kind of pinching my sponge as I grab it. I want that nice rounded edge. I'm picking up some ink, and then I'm just bringing it in along the edge here. I'll kind of do one corner and one edge for you. So I'm kind of starting off my paper. You can see that I'm starting here, and I'm bringing the ink onto my paper. You're going to get a really smooth look by doing this. And this is kind of fun. It's kind of an ink blending technique. You just want to take your time. Don't try to go too fast or get too much ink at a time. It's really about layering, just adding ink as you go. I'm kind of pulling my Pool Play in a little bit closer to the center. I want to keep the very middle clear. But I do want some pool play more toward the middle because you saw I had that beach breeze, right? I'm going to come back and add some more beach breeze to the very edge. Okay, so this is about the look I have, and I would do this all the way around the card, of course. I won't do that all right now. I don't want to have too much time on the video spent on that. But now I'm grabbing my beach breeze with the other piece of the sponge. And I keep my sponges in a little basket, and of course reuse them all the time. So you can see that this is a darker blue now. I'm going to come in just closer to the very edge of the paper. So this is going to give me a nice two-tone look. It's going to really deepen that edge, give you a little more drama. All right, so you can see that I didn't come in quite as deep with the beach breeze. I just wanted the beach breeze on the very edge. I'm going to kind of pull it away from the grid paper there. So super pretty look. Now, once I'd completed this whole panel, I went ahead and brought the other background stamp. Let me grab it. So this is the one with the little, kind of the little diamonds. It's a little bit of a retro look. So I went ahead and took this one with the diamonds, put it on my block, of course, and then I kind of lined it up so I tried to get the diamonds mostly up and down. And of course, that's what the indexing is awesome for. And then I went ahead and stamped the whole background with this. This time I did not use the branches. And then I used white embossing powder. So let me show you how this little guy turned out. Oh, get it centered here, right? So this is absolutely stunning. So now instead of the gold look with the black, background, I've got the blue and the silver, and I just love it. I can't decide which card I love more. And by the way, I absolutely adore this little tiny dainty joy to the world. Of course, that's a sentiment from the stamp set. So check it out. Same circle in the background, same dove. This time she's got a little branch in her mouth, but silver or gold, silver or gold. Which one do you guys like better? I'll let you guys decide. But I did want to point out this paper back here. I've got another card to show using that. Let me just grab that right here. Sometimes I use this little tiny mat. I like to call it an eyeliner mat. So it's a little bit thinner than a normal mat, which I would consider to be like 1/4 inch. So this is a little bit less than a 1/4 inch. But I just love that it adds that little sparkle. And this is part of our Sparkle Trio paper. Ooh, it's kind of glary. I'm going to take it out of the packaging to show you. This is a great product that we sell on the website, and it's 3 sheets of specialty paper. So the first one is a gorgeous matte silver, and this is truly matte. This doesn't have our mirror finish. This is really fun for embossing, gorgeous. So many different techniques. But the 2 papers that I used on my cards today were the silver and then the pearl glitter. So the silver glitter you just saw on this card right here, and that's what I cut that little mat of. Really, really gorgeous glitter paper. Nothing comes off in your hands. It's not, it's not going to shed. Just super high quality glitter paper and absolutely gorgeous. Probably prettier in real life than it is on this card. And then let me show you the card I did with using a piece of the pearl paper. So this time I grabbed one of our branches that we've had here for quite a while at Fun Stampers Journey called the Summer Branch, which is kind of ironic because it's a winter card. But you can see where that branch is cut out of that pearl paper. Hopefully we're getting a little bit of glitter there. But just a darling card. Ooh, yeah, there we go. Gorgeous. So super fun to bring in some of these specialty papers for your projects. Just gives them a little bit of glitz, a little bit of glam. And again, our bird is treated very simply here, just a little bit of watercolor on her. I'm going to show you a version where she's colored in more detail for sure. But I love that she can just stay simple and absolutely gorgeous. Okay, so fun papers to use. Let me grab a couple more embossing powders because I did want to share. We have 4 different metallic embossing powders here at Fun Stampers Journey. We've got silver, which you just saw in the card I did. Of course, we've got gold, which I also used for the sentiment on this one. So you can see our silver embossing and our gold embossing powder. But I do want to challenge you guys because we also have 2 really pretty new ones, and they are called Rose Gold and Copper. So I feel like this bird should really be embossed with both of these, and I really want to see what it turns out like. So that's my challenge to you. Go ahead and emboss it with any of our metallics, and it's just gorgeous. Let me share this card that I did with the gold embossing. And this is actually done on craft paper, and I love the look of it. I was really surprised with the browns. You know, I was like, okay, not traditional, you know, holiday colors, but I absolutely love how it turned out. And look at our little baby envelope, is so sweet right there. So, love this bird embossed. So go to town and emboss it with all the different colors. Okay, let me show you the stamp set. Another fun element that you don't always have to use the birds. You've got this great folky snowflake here. Isn't it beautiful? I love the detail in it. So let me quickly show you 2 cards that are made with the snowflake, just because got to have more options here. So this snowflake first is cut out and it's kind of layered up. Can you see that it's got a little dimension there? So it's actually stamped 3 times. 1 on the surface of the card. And again, this is our lovely blue in the background. And then stamped again for the first layer and again for the second layer of paper. So pretty, right? Love the dimension there. And then another one where we just stamped the snowflake in the background, flat on the card. But again, look at this color combo, so fun. It's our peaches and cream along with our chambray shirt. And then the snowflakes are just watercolored. So love it, so pretty. I told you I had so many options. Oh my gosh, I'm almost running out of time. I don't like to keep you too long in these videos, but let's check out this card. I've got a couple more to show you and then we'll wrap up. This is actually combined with our Peaceful Birds die set. So this fun little word peace, which is backwards on the packaging, I apologize, but look how cute it is, mixed and matched with this stamp set. So you've got those greetings on here. Joy to the world is small, and also on earth is really small. So you've got peace on earth, which you can do. I'm going to show you that a card where I combine those in a minute. But how fun is that to mix it and match with the die? Love that. And again, really pretty color combo on this card. Let me grab. Here's the one that I was talking about that uses those 2 sentiments combined. So you've actually got joy to the world and peace together on this card. So here's the bird in all her glory colored. I really wanted to show this one because she's so sweet. This is just our regular color burst pencil. It's got, you know, nothing super fancy about it. It's not watercolored or whatever. The branches are also colored. So it's just colored and blended with our regular colored pencils. And her little flower crown, how sweet is that? So cute. Okay, so quickly show you 2 more cards that we have. These are both created with the gel press, so another whole fun technique you can try. This is a gel press background, and again, the little bird is just stamped in white. And this one we've actually used pieces of, you know, gel press patterns once we've pulled patterns. A lot of times we have extra cardstock that's just hanging around that's got patterns on it. So it's fun to come back and pull those in and do some stamping like that. So super fun. So gel press, we've got darling little sparkly leaves, a couple of the cute snowflake patterns, our embossed pattern, and then the heat embossing. So I'm telling you, you can get so many different looks and techniques and fun things with the stamp set. I hope you absolutely love it. If you are not already subscribed, you can certainly do that by visiting our website at Spellbinders Paper Arts or FunStampersJourney.com. You just click on clubs and you can see all of our clubs. We actually have 6 different clubs available here at Spellbinders and Fun Stampers Journey. So this is just one of them. So definitely go there and check it out. And if you enroll, you'll get this darling stamp set delivered right to your door. I hope that you enjoy and have fun with the set. And as always, enjoy bringing paper to life.